Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Saili, and in this YouTube channel, you're gonna have information about cryptocurrency. So if you're trading crypto, make sure to subscribe this channel. So in this very first video, I would like to introduce you to myself. I've been trading since 2014, and this is gonna be my second YouTube channel. So the first one is for my Indonesia viewers. I have around 72,100 subscribers, and I've uploaded every day for altcoins, Bitcoin, and also sometimes I also update my perspective on the fundamental update. So if you like this kind of content or this kind of information, just make sure to subscribe my channel. So before I start, I would like to say that I'm not really good at English, so I hope we can understand each other through the technical analysis because charts is universal, right? So let's start into the very important perspective of my analysis, and it's gonna be from the weekly time frame. So as you can see, I'm using the weekly time frame right now. And I'm using the index chart from TradingView, so we can see the very first time Bitcoin price comes is from around 2010 and is around $0.05. So right now the price is multiple times higher than we can expect. All right, so every time the Bitcoin going through the halvening phase, we can see that after the halvening, Bitcoin is coming or is going to be a bull run phase, and it happens a couple of times until this time. So if you take a look for the past movement or the past bear market, we can also using that information for us, so we can maybe predict the potential bottom of this kind of bear market. If you take a look at the bear market from the 2013, to 2015, we see the price of Bitcoin drops around 86%. If we take a look at the bear market from the 2017 to the 2018, it's around 85%. And right now, it's around 74%. So if we take a look from the past bear market, the average is around 80%. But I don't think this time we may see around 85%, because the present movement is not the same as the past bear market. As you can see that the fundamental issue is the real core of the movement from Bitcoin price right now. And I think Bitcoin is having a positive correlation with the US stock market. So the US stock market right now is under pressure because of the Federal Reserve is doing the rate hike. The policy right now, or the monetary policy, is become the block of the Bitcoin price and also the US stock market. So if we want to see the rally happens again, at least the minimum time that we need to wait is around 6 May 2024, because it's the next halving of Bitcoin. But the problem is, can we solve the problem, especially the hyperinflation that's happening in the European Union and also for the US itself, because of the Russia and Ukraine is disturbing the stability of the supply chain right now. And of course, the United States CPI next week is gonna be one of the important economic data that we need to pay attention. So because of the CPI data right now is forecast around 8.1%, so it's gonna be drop around 0.2%, which is still not good enough because the Federal Reserve target is around 2% inflation rate, and right now it's around 8.1%, and we see the rate hike already happening from the very beginning of this year. And right now we see the probability of the next FOMC meeting, which is around 2nd November and 2022, is gonna be around 75 basis point, and it's most likely because the probability is around 81%. But I do think that this might still have a chance to maybe a little bit decrease because of the CPI next week. But the problem is, can we see the CPI drop even below this 8% right now? Because if that happens, it's gonna be a little bit of good indication that maybe we can see that Bitcoin price in this October is gonna be having a relief rally. All right, so that's one of the very important aspect that I think we have to know from the very first for the very first analysis. And then the next one I'm using is Elliot wave theory. So basically, I'm using this Elliot wave theory for my higher time frame analysis, such as daily or weekly time frame. And I'm thinking that right now we are still in the corrective phase of the wave 4, because the progress right now, somehow it's kind of like stressful. All right, we are sitting around this level without very good support. But yeah, if you're thinking that the all-time high of 2017 as a very strong support, well, I might be agree, but somehow the fundamental aspect is not backing up us. So this is gonna be a problem. Let's say the worst case scenario that Bitcoin maybe can drop even lower from this price, then what is the possibility of range price that Bitcoin are going to be visiting? And I think it's going to be around $14,000 until $13,000, because the next support level is from the highest level of 2019 before the bull run happening. All right, so I do think $13,000 should supposed to be a very make sense level to Bitcoin for the next visit. But I do believe that we might see a relief rally happen on the October. Why? Because if you take a look at the daily time frame right now, I do think that we are in the accumulation phase. Why do I say that? Because if you take a look from the past weeks, Bitcoin somehow is doing a little bit sideways. The movement is not so good. The range is so tight, around $20,500 until $18,500. So it's gonna be around $2,000 only from 29 August. And the interesting part is why we see the volume suddenly increase very high. I mean, if this is not the whales, then who else can make this movement happens? I mean, the pressure from the dollar index is hitting all over the place, like the pound sterling right now, the euro, and then also the Japanese yen, and also the gold price is also have a bad effect from the dollar index. And I mean, not only that, because we have the positive correlation with the US stock market right now, the Dow Jones and also the S&P 500 already creating low price, but somehow Bitcoin can manage hold above this level. So I do think that maybe something is going on. Maybe the whales is cooking something, and I do hope that somehow we can get this line broken. Because if you take a look again from the first touch, the second touch is having the very strong impulsive move to the downside. Okay, we got a dump from around $31,000 to around $17,500, which is around 43% or 44%. But then the next time we got touched to that line, which is the third times, we have dropped around 26%, which is the sellers is getting weaker. And then the next one is happening on the fourth touch, is also drop around 19%. And right now, let's say we also approaching the same level, which is the major support right now, and it's around $18,500. We get drop again to around that level. We're gonna see Bitcoin drop again around 9%. And from the very first time, we see that the sellers is weaker. All right, so every time we touch that line, okay, the sellers come in, the rejection happens, but then the momentum is fading. Okay, so I'm hoping somehow we can see that the Bitcoin price can holding around this $18,500, so we can get a really nice relief rally on this October performance. And as you can know, as you already know, October is mostly become the best performance of Bitcoin price ever. So let's take a look together, guys. And I think that's the information that I want to share to you guys from this very first video. I don't know, can you I don't really know, can you really understand from what I'm saying through this video? So if you do like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe the channel and give me your thumbs up, and I'll see you guys again in the next update. God bless everyone, have a nice weekend, and cheers guys, goodbye.